Hello friends, my name is Diane and I'm ready to explore some math ideas with you. Today, we're going to continue talking about strategies for solving equal group problems. You will need a piece of paper and a writing utensil. While you grab your items, I'll go grab mine. Let's talk about a word that will show up during our time together. We're going to be talking today about the word factor. What we want to know is that when we're talking about factors, we're talking specifically about multiplication. So, with that being said, factors, if we're defining them, are two numbers multiplied together. A lot of times when we're writing a number sentence, when we're talking about multiplication, you'll see blank times blank. That looks more like a plus sign, so we're gonna make sure that we know that it's multiplication. These two blanks would be where we put our factors. So then what do these mean? It's a great question. One of them is going to be talking about the number of groups. That is going to be 10 packs of pencils, or we're going to be talking about 3 packs of crackers. Whatever the case may be, it's that number of groups that we have. The second factor that we're talking about is going to be the number in each group. When we talk about the number in each group, how many pencils were in those packs? Was it 5? Was it 10? Whatever the case may be, it's however many are in the group. The biggest thing when we're talking about factors is that we are going to be looking at equal groups. So let's look down at my train cars. You say, oh, I see 3 train cars, so I've got 3 groups. Now, what about the number in each group? What do you notice here? Right, they're unequal. That would be an issue if we're trying to figure out a factor, because the number in each group is unequal. So now looking at this, how are we going to make this equal? What would you do? I know for me, I would definitely have one of these people where there's 3 in the train car come over here to hang out with this person. Then I've got 2 people in this train car, 2 people in this train car, and 2 people in this train car. So my 2 factors for this are going to be 3 and 2. 3 train cars and 2 people. Understanding factors is so important when you're learning about equal groups. One way that you may know to solve equal group problems is to skip count. We could count by 2s or 10s to figure out how many we have. Let's see if we can use our counting strategy to think about this problem. Also remember that we can use drawings, words, or numbers to help us think about this problem. Check it out. There are 3 cars in the parking lot. Each car has 4 wheels. How many wheels are there altogether? How do you think you could represent this? I'll give you a minute to think, draw, or write. Now I'm going to do it on my paper too. All right, so on the count of 3, either show me what you wrote or say what you were thinking. 1, 2, 3. Those are great ideas. Some of you used a drawing, others of you wrote number sentences, and then several of you, what I think you wrote was the solution. Let's use some of your ideas to solve this together. One strategy that I saw was counting by ones. That connects to one of the drawings that I saw too. I remember that some of you drew 3 circles to represent the cars and 4 dots inside to represent the wheels. It looks like this. We could count each dot or wheel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 wheels. What is another way that we could count the car wheels? Did you say by 4s? Let's try that. We'll use the same picture as before, but this time we won't count each dot separately, but in groups of 4. Count with me. 4, 8, 12. Now, what number sentence could we write for counting by 4s? Yes, that's right. We could write 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Is there a way other than addition to represent and solve this problem? Let's look back at our work again. What do you notice? Talk to a friend or trusted adult about your thinking. I noticed that we kept writing 4. This was the number we were counting by. It's also the number of wheels on each car. I noticed that there are 3 4s in our number sentence. I wonder how that can help us write a number sentence that uses multiplication. So blank times blank equals blank. Remember that the factors or numbers that we multiply tell us, 1, the number of groups, and the number in each group. The product, or the answer, tells us the total amount. Do you have an idea? Oh, I think I heard it. Someone said 3 times 4 equals 12. Now the question is, what does the 3 represent in our number sentence? You say that? One more time? Yeah, the number of groups, or the number of times we counted by 4s. Now what about that 4? What does it represent? Oh, one more time, a little bit louder, y'all. You got it, the number of items in each group. So how many total wheels do we have? Say it loud, say it proud. That's right, it's 12 wheels. You got it. Let's try another one. There are 6 minivans in the school carpool line. Each minivan has enough seats for 5 people. How many people will the 6 vans hold altogether? First, let's think about what's happening in our story. Would you tell that to me? Right. There are 6 minivans that will hold 5 people. But what are we trying to find out? The number of minivans? Or are we looking at the number of people in the minivans? Right. The question says, how many people will the 6 vans hold altogether? So it looks like we are counting the total number of people in the 6 vans. I'll give you a few moments to try this one on your own paper. You can use pictures, numbers, or words to explain your thinking. Let's try this out. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Can you show me your thinking? Oh, wow. That's some really great work. Let me see if I can share how you solved. I saw that some of you used a picture like we did for the wheel problem. 6 bigger circles and 5 dots inside them. Now let's use a repeated addition equation to show that we can count by 5s. So we have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. How can we represent that with a multiplication equation? Remember, the factors or numbers that we multiply show the number of groups times the number in each group. So blank times blank equals blank. What are our factors? One more time, nice and loud. Right, 6 and 5. Remind me again, what does the 6 represent? Yes, the vans or number of groups. What about the 5? Exactly, yeah, the number of people in each van. So what is our answer? Did you say 30? How do you know? Okay, so you counted by 5s. That's a very good strategy. Let's double check. Let's count together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Great work, mathematicians. Today, we explored different ways to represent and solve problems with equal groups or multiplication. We used pictures, number sentences, and counting strategies in our solutions. Great job! This week, be on the lookout for times when you could use multiplication and try out your strategies. Till next time, bye y'all!